Well, look what we have here.
The ends justifies the means.
Yep. Absolutely. Mm-hmm. Henshin. Yeah, no, this belt is really crazy, man. It's so freaking crazy to wear.
It's got so many features.
Yes, yeah, it's got 2003 Motorola technology built into a toy, and the LED lights are pretty nice too.
But because Smart Brain can't move past the year 2003 for some reason.
Yeah, if I would change anything, I would love for like these to have actual hinges, so it's not just like a hard thing.
Yeah,
because now you have a width limit.
Yeah, it was like that for the Kuga and Agito CSM belts too.
Yeah, but not for the Kabuto though. But to be fair, this is my second CSM to ever own. So,
what's your first?
What do you think is my first?
Kabuto?
Absolutely. Got it on my birthday the year after I got the DX for my birthday.
Nice. I still have the DX one that my grandfather, God rest his soul, that got me years ago.
And yes, I got the Murder Case Blu-ray. Because apparently to get the actual movie, you have to get the stupid Kaiza one.
Interesting how that works. Mm-hmm. You think it would come with the main belt?
Yeah, I think it's partly because Toei, no, not Toei, Bandai wants you to buy both items, and they know that if the actual movie comes with Fies, you're not gonna go out of your way to get the Kaiza one just so you can get your hands on the Murder Case.
True.
It's like you want the belts, you get the Murder Case. If you want the movie, you're gonna have to get the Kaiza phone.
Bandai.
Yeah. But we're not here to talk about Kamen Rider. We're here to talk about Ultraman. Not just any Ultraman. We're here to talk about Ultraman Blazar, episode 26. I'm just kidding. It's actually Ultraman Arc, episode 19. The Transcending Wish.
Mm-hmm.
I miss Blazar, man. Blazar was such a great season. I mean, the ending was not so great, but the season was so good.
Yeah, Blazar was good, and he also is one of my favorite Ultraman designs. I love the asymmetrical look with the scar on his left eye, and the red and blue markings on his body.
Yeah, like it looks like a nervous system.
Yeah, apparently it's supposed to be like tribal marks, considering his planet is a more primitive, like hunter planet, like for Ultraman.
Really? That's a new one for me.
Yeah, his world is a more primitive Ultra world.
That's interesting, because I know that not all Ultraman came from the same planet, but this is a new one for me.
Yeah, he comes from M421.
Yes, M421. No one likes M421. Ultra powered, man! Taraki's a goat! Whatever happened to Rene? Yeah. Freaking... Yeah. Oh, yeah, we've been building up to this episode a lot.
Yeah.
And this is what we ended up getting.
Yeah, spoilers. No Gento.
And no Teraraki.
No.
No Bondo. No Emmy. Not even the creepy old dude. Well, to be fair, the creepy old dude passed away, but still.
Yeah.
All we get is scarred versions of the ARC cast, which is weird.
Yeah, I mean, I know Tsuburaya is on a budget, but they could have at least gotten Gento back.
Yeah. Or at least Teraraki.
That too.
Yeah. Given how little screen time he had, I'm pretty sure like he would probably have like be more accessible because he's probably like a less popular character, presumably. I mean, was, but to Japan maybe. So it's like, oh, we're gonna have a one-off character from an earlier season, like that one time in Saber where we got Oren Pier Alfonso Genochi randomly appearing in episode 8.
Yeah.
To be fair, it was to promote Gaim Gaiden 3, which we will discuss in 3 weeks. But no, wait, in 4 weeks. But on the 22nd. But yeah, I wish they had more screen time. Like maybe Oran Pierre Alfonso could teach Sento how to dual wield or something. But yeah, but this is what we got, you know. And yeah, we have Earthy, which is cute.
Mm-hmm.
We got Blazar, but no Gento. And I'm like, no. I knew that this would be a thing. I just did not want it to be right.
Yeah, well, I will say that this isn't anything new for Ultraman because not always, but there have been times in the past to where when a previous Ultraman comes back, they don't have his host. Granted, some Ultras like Leo and Seven, make their own host, but like they don't get back their human actor back for whatever reason, be it budgetary reasons, maybe they're not available, who knows.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you know, when I watched Rube the movie, I was at least able to be like, who is this Kikaider reboot looking dude? I mean, obviously we all know that that's Jeed, but still, like red jacket, blue pants, that's clearly Kikaider the reboot. Yeah. Man, what a weird episode that was for Gaim. And that's saying something because there were several. But the point is, it's like here, it's like, oh yeah, we meet an alternate reality version of Ishido, and he's like, I don't like coffee. In fact, I prefer tea. I'm like, can we swap out our Ishido with this one?
Yeah, well, alternate universes, a lot of times there's some alterations with like how the multiverse works because, infinite realities, infinite possibilities, different changes and whatnot.
Yeah. Yeah, but with that in mind, I would much prefer a version of Shu that likes tea instead of coffee. Because tea is way better than coffee.
I have to agree.
Yeah. Also, I prefer iced tea over hot tea because, much like a certain someone, I'm a Nekojira. Yeah. I don't like hot foods. I like spicy foods, but not hot foods.
Oh, speaking of spicy food, have you ever had chicken curry?
I love chicken curry.
Oh, yes. When I go to Mitsuwa Marketplace, the Japanese chicken curry is my favorite thing to get.
Mm-hmm. My favorite curry is the spiciest curry at most places. One of my favorite curry spots used to be the Curry House in Little Tokyo, but unfortunately, it was replaced with some kind of Cuban restaurant. Yeah. Damn you, COVID, you win this time. But yeah, no, I love me some curry, especially like when you put God knows what into that curry. Weirdly enough, I don't like cheese in my curry, and I'm a man who loves his cheese. But no, it's like I could put sausage on curry, I could put hamburger on curry, I could put peanuts on curry, but cheese just feels weird on curry.
Yeah, that sounds weird.
Yeah, not approved.
This is Japanese, not the Italian.
Yeah. Now he's putting spaghetti in the Japanese curry. Now he's putting German sausage into the pasta. Not approved. I'm gonna lie though, that actually sounds bomb. Like Japanese curry with Italian noodles with German sausage. I don't like Italian sausage, surprisingly enough.
Interesting combination.
Yeah. Not a very couth one, but a very tasty one nonetheless.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and obviously you need some like chili flakes, chili oil, chili peppers, because it needs to be spicy. But nevertheless, I love curry.
Oh yeah.
Hey, no matter how this goes down, let's go get some Indian food.
Hey, I'd be up for that. I've never had Indian food, so I am up for it.
Oh, I know this really great place in Burbank, city of Burbank. So it's not too far from Pasadena. So like there's like this promenade on the Burbank, and across the street from this Mexican sports bar, there is a Indian restaurant called Indian Tandoor, but Tandoori. It is amazing. I recently went there for a birthday, and oh man, they have amazing tikka masala, amazing vindaloo. I got the spicy vindaloo, by the way. Their spinach curry was good. Their samosas were phenomenal, and don't get me started on their naan. But you definitely got to try samosas. It's like, imagine an empanada, but except the breading has texture of a Chinese wonton.
Ah, I see.
Yeah, very crispy and flaky. Yeah, and very flavorful too, because the thing I love about Indian food is that it's got amazing spices. They love their spices, man.
So I've heard.
Yeah. But yeah. So you know what? Let's get an Ultraman that likes Indian food, because why not? we already have a Super Sentai that made rainbow curry. And we have a Digimon that made a rainbow burger. Looking at you, Koji. But yeah, so I hate saying his name. Hell Narok. That name is so damn silly. It's like using Chuck Norris's real birth name. Deadshot Killingsworth. Yeah, except he changed his name to Chuck Norris because Chuck Norris sounded tougher.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What a ridiculous name for a villain. And he's not even the
edgy.
final boss. It's like when Kaneki becomes edgy with the white hair. He's like, by the way, my name's not Kaneki anymore. It's Kaneji now.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, why are you teaming up with the people that kidnapped you? It makes better sense in the manga. No. And of course, so like Blazar, like Earth Garon did his darnest, and now Blazar's doing his darnest. So Yuma just like runs off and like turns into Arc. It's like, wow, another Ultraman. Yeah, Blazar. See, I don't know why it's so surprising in Blazar's universe, because they already know that other Ultramen exist. We haven't seen other Ultramen in Blazar, but in the first episode, you did have an old dude who's like, we've heard about creatures such as these space travelers, these cosmic guardians known as Ultramen. Can't believe I'm actually seeing one in person. But it's like, you know they exist, so if one exists, surely another does.
I guess they were just surprised to see another Ultraman.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but the way they expressed their surprise, it made it sound like they didn't know that there was a possibility that there could be a second one.
True. Which is
Even though,
weird.
again, first episode of Blazar, they expressed that there very well could be. Because when the dude explained what an Ultraman was, he described it like in plurality, meaning that there could be many of them, not just the one we're going to be stuck with for 25 episodes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the two of them like try to use their attacks. Unfortunately, no
Their
form
beams.
changes. Yeah, and of course, Arc is is low energy, so Blazar like holds his hand out, and of course
it transfers some energy to him, and it recharges his color timer.
Yeah, it's like watching Akashi and John walk towards each other at the end of Bokenger. It's like, get on, get on, go Sentai Bokenger, go, let's go, oh my god, no baton pass will ever be that good. I know
it is a good baton pass.
I know that if they did do the baton passes 10 years prior, 10 years prior, I know that like, hell no, Car Ranger to Mega Ranger is the best one. Actually, I'm curious, how would Car Ranger to Mega Ranger play out?
I don't know, maybe maybe have Red Racer driving Pegasus Thunder, and then you see
the Jet Slider.
No, the Cyber Slider.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, I knew the word was slider.
Yeah, Mega Red on the Cyber Slider, maybe.
Yeah, that would have been cool, and they'd be like at the same pace, and they're like,
yeah.
I forgot. I only noticed that it's a very high tempo samba sounding outro for.
It sounds like Mario Kart.
Yeah. I need to watch more Car Ranger because all I know is that it just involves the 5 Car Rangers go-karting.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. While Mega Rangers go on a beach trip.
Mm-hmm. I love Mega Rangers ending theme.
Yeah. What's it called? Ginga Man. They're just picnicking in the wilderness.
Riding horses.
Yep. And then what's it called?
Go 5.
Yeah, like they also go on a beach trip.
Mm-hmm. As a family.
Yeah. Time Ranger, you just have that dramatic like after image thing.
Yeah. Time.
Yeah. Gal Ranger, it's like at least you have like that, it's like 80s style thing where it's like you know that you would see in a karaoke place where it's like da, 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 da. Mm-hmm. and then they go on a picnic. Mm-hmm. Hurricane Jerd are just hang gliding.
They're on their gliders.
Yeah. See, Abba Rangers where it gets a lot easier because it's just they're trying to do the Abbey Road thing. Abbey Road.
Abba Ranger.
Yeah, and then they try to go
which we have Abba Red in Arc.
Yeah. Well,
and
then what's it called? The Deca Ranger to go Jesse. Deca Ranger. And then Maji Ranger. Like very like that anime dance where you got like
caramel dance, son.
Yeah,
I got to the point to where I got tired of hearing Maji Ranger's ending theme because when Super Sentai Daiso was a thing, I would watch YouTube videos of it, and this one guy kept using the Trick Illusion card, and it involved getting whatever Sentai team you put into the game dancing to the Maji Ranger ending theme, and it was so overused. It's like, oh my goodness, can we please stop using Trick Illusion? I'm so tired of listening to Maji Ranger's ending theme.
Yep. And then you got the goat of outros. Run, run, Boke Undorima.
It's a great ending.
Yeah, especially at the end when they go up that mountain and they all like put their fragments of the globe together. It's so cute. And yes, they even help Morio up the mountain.
Mm-hmm. Although, surprisingly, my favorite outro is Ginga Man's.
Yeah, it's not bad. Yeah, I especially love that Western style.
Yeah, it's just calm and peaceful.
Yeah, it's just so calm and peaceful. And then Geki Ranger, you got the whole. It's very 1970s, like wuxia style, where it's like. Dun dun dun. And then they go back to the whole pop thing with Go On. It's like aka 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 aka. And then we get back to like really good stuff with Shinkenger. Ninken, that's a Chaku. Nihon Bade. Yeah, not a fan of Gosagers.
It's all right, but it's not the best ending ever.
Yeah. And then everyone else's favorite, Super Sentai Hero Getter.
Oh, yeah.
And then we get to like a bunch of dance themes.
Yeah.
Busters, ready? Go. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Go Buster. And I had to like do that for a vlog too. Yeah, it was hard like trying to figure out the lyrics to that one because they didn't have instructional videos. You know, you can't just go like and then like it's like you got a really decent train song for Tokugers, and then of course
remember at one point at Morphicon when that song was playing, and then Riley, my friend, pretended to jump out the window because he hates the ninja.
Yeah. Hey, remember when you weren't there for that, but remember when Anime Expo we actually did the Ninja dance in 2015?
Nice.
Remember when Leo was forced to do the whole dance for our 1,500 subscribers? Remember what? Oh yeah, no, never mind. We never did the Ju-Oja dance.
Ju-Oja, da na 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 na.
Ju-Oja, da 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 da. I remember this part though.
Yeah. And then you dry hump the air with Q Ranger.
Ah, yes. Yeah, 2017. Yeah, what's his name? Who had his own blog who had his own podcast on Tokusatsu. Forgot his name, but I remember he made a music video, and we were in it. But that was the one day I chose to dress up as Boken Red instead of Garu from Uchu Sentai Q Ranger, because I went as Gabu twice already.
Yeah.
I was dead exhausted. Yeah. Lupin Ranger didn't have an outro.
No.
No.
Then Ryu Soldiers.
It was okay. It was mid. And then one of my not so fun seasons. Hey,
I will say Kira Major felt like a breath of fresh air after Ryu Soldier.
Mm-hmm.
I did not care for Ryu Soldier.
I do not care for Kira Major, but I only need 5 more episodes to watch and the 4 Yodana specials. So,
gosh, I hate Yodana. I really don't like her. I especially hate it when she does that tongue thing. It makes me want to punch her in the face.
I like the actress, just not the character.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And then, of course, we got Zenkaiger, which does the dance at the beginning instead of the end.
Yeah. Himitsu no Judas, Seigi no Otakebi.
And then you got the most goated team of the decade.
Dawn Brothers.
Yeah.
Dawn Brother, Dawn Brother.
That was one of the best teams in the current 10-year period. And then you got one of the best teams with one of the lamest dances. At least lamest to me. It's just like, I just do not care for this part. But at least you got Rita doing the monkey.
Do the monkey with me. Come on.
Hey, everybody, do the shark attack. I bet you don't remember that Johnny Bravo episode where he was in a surf competition. Hey, baby, why don't you do the monkey with me? Sure, everybody do the monkey. And then everyone does random dances. It's oh no, there's a shark attack. Everyone do the shark attack. And everyone does the same random dances.
Yeah, I haven't seen Johnny Bravo in a long time. I'll have to watch it again.
I blame it on Max because they don't have Johnny Bravo.
Oh, I see.
Courage. They have Ed and Eddie. They have Powerpuff. Wait, do they still have Powerpuff Girls? But they don't have Dexter's Lab anymore. You have to watch. Actually, does Netflix have Dexter's Lab?
They have it on DVD now, I know.
Yeah, which I plan on getting, by the way. Season 4 was lame, though. Not a fan of Season 4. First 2 seasons were goated, though. Remember the Season 2 finale when he goes to Japan, he has to fight a kaiju?
And they have a Megazord!
Go! Dexter's family, go!
Dun, 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 dun. Go! Dexter's family, go! That's my favorite episode.
And it was one of the rare, full episodes.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then seasons 3 and 4 were not so great.
They changed the animation.
Yeah, season 3 wasn't as bad, but season 4 was just trash. And I know that in my Powerpuff Girls the movie DVD, yes, I have Powerpuff Girls the movie DVD. Actually, do I still have it, or did I give it away to someone? I would hate myself if I did. I think I did, unfortunately. Yeah. The DVD comes with the chickenpox episode.
Yeah.
But I digress. So, yeah. So he transfers the power to him. They use their combined freaking Spectra beams to fight Death Rock. course, no, his name is Hell Narok. Death Narok is the name of the bad guys from King Oger.
King Oger.
Yeah. See how lame the name Hell Narok is?
Yeah.
I had him confused with a much better villain.
Yeah. So, Arc, not Ace. I almost said Ace. Ace is a Show Ultra. Arc gets the scar that Blazar has.
He goes back to his own timeline, and then turns out he's been missing for 4 days.
Yeah, because time moves differently.
Yeah, because Inception.
Yeah. So he pulls out this ability to where he has Blazar's ability to turn his sword. He gets the red and blue markings on his body and uses the spiral bourade. Yes, that's actually what it's called. That lance attack that he does, and shoots it at Helnarok.
Yep. He uses his regular visor sword and turns it into the plasma spear that Blazar used. And I love how they hyperimpose both of the same fighting style.
Yeah. Yeah, that little prayer dance that he does.
Yeah. Which is all right, but should we be worried about the next 6 episodes? The 8-ball says yes.
And next episode, we have Gomez, which, for those of you who don't know, back in the 60s when Ultra Q first came out, it was actually a modified Godzilla 1964 suit.
I could tell. I was like, is that Godzilla? That looks way too much like Godzilla. And
you're not wrong. You're technically not wrong.
Yep. Yeah. So there's that. All right. So is there anything left to say about this episode before we go into our scores?
No, I don't think so.
Well, this episode is a 8.5 for me. It's like they did so much to build up the whole Blazar team up thing. They spent 4 episodes building up to it. And we just get this lackluster team up where where Blazar is not even in the second half of the episode. And he's not even in the first quarter of the episode.
Yeah.
And we get no returning characters from the original series, unless you count Earth Garon, because it's an AI. Yeah, I wish it would at least bring back one legacy character just to really sell the whole team up aspect, the whole shared universe thing. And I know you're gonna say, well, they've done it in the past where you didn't need to have actors come back, but the thing is, they have no reason not to. I mean, if it was 2020 and COVID was a thing, okay, I get it, but I'd be very remiss if during the 2 years of COVID, they did do a team up where you had.
Yeah, about that. When they had Ultraman Trigger, New Generation Tiga in 2021.
Yeah.
They actually, that was when COVID was still pretty fresh. They actually got back the Ultraman, the actor from the previous series, Ultraman Zet, to come back as Ultraman Zet and team up with Trigger.
In other words, no excuses, Arc.
Tsuburaya.
Eiji! Anka! Eiji! Wait a minute, that's Toei.
Yeah.
Tsuburaya. Yeah.
Yeah, I give this episode an 8 out of 10. It was cool to see Blazar again, but they could have at least have gotten Gento, especially since he is the most recent Ultra series that completed. I mean, granted, Arc is gonna finish up in a few weeks, but it's the series that came before Arc. They've done team ups before and gotten older actors for other seasons. Heck, they got back all the Showa. They got back all the Showa Ultraman actors except for Taro back in Ultraman Mabius back in 2006. Granted, that's a different time period, but
again,
still.
even if it wasn't Gento, they could have at least brought back. They could have brought back Bondo, Teraraki, Emi, Henri. There's even the commander of the GGF.
Yeah.
Anyone, just to really solidify that you're not just recycling the same costume from before. Heck, even freaking Power Rangers Dino Thunder, even if you only had Mar and Capri come back for the team up episode, it would have still been satisfying just because we recognize these two characters.
Mm-hmm.
And by the way, on the subject of Mar and Capri, it's actually kind of cool that we get back of the Bulk and Skull archetype, but they're villains instead of heroes.
Yeah.
That's something I really appreciate. Something that we're not gonna do very well in future seasons.
No. Victor and Monty.
Yeah. And the thing is, I don't even hate the actors for Victor and Monty. They were pretty much forced to play those gags because Nickelodeon industry standard.
And apparently there was an executive producer in America who liked the fart jokes. I guess he has a certain fetish.
It sounds very fetishizing to me.
Yeah.
Because I know Victor and Monty had at least one or two good jokes that didn't involve farting. Yeah. The one time when they were juggling those frag grenades. See, that was funny. Because they were able to keep juggling those grenades for 2 hours in canon time.
Yeah. So no hate towards their actors. I've met them at a previous MorphCon. They were both really cool people. I just don't like Victor and Monty, the characters. Yeah. Just like I don't like Izzy, the character, but I'm sure Tessa Raw is a cool person.
She is a cool person in real life. We love the same fruit. Yeah. Anyone who likes capsicum is a friend of mine. Mm-hmm. Whether it's Bell, Serrano, Pasilla, Anaheim, Jalapeno, Habanero. Yeah. Sriracha. All of them very tasty. But yeah, no, I think this would have benefited from having some legacy actors come back. Yeah. And again, they did so much to build up this team up. It feels so wasteful that all we get out of it is, Arc just gets a little bit of blue overlay on the left side of his face, and he throws a sword like a spear. And that's all we get out of it. I really hope that in a future episode, Helena Rock, and goddamn, I hate that name, becomes a much more threatening villain that we actually need Blazar to show up in the Arc universe and actually have Gento show up.
Hopefully. I mean, Let's see. We got 6 episodes left. So
yeah, and wouldn't it be nice if Trigger and Decker also showed up? Because multiverse.
Yeah.
Yeah. You could even use that as an opportunity to introduce what's his name? Omega, just because then you would have 5 Ultras.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if Omega might have some kind of gimmick where he uses the powers of previous Ultras, because Arc trying to build up a multiversal team up is like having Kiva try to build up a team up with past Kamen Rider seasons, which started with Deno and will finish with, I'm going to have a cameo in the first episode and in the first and last episode of Decade, yeah, you're gonna have to like team up with all the other riders and then kill them. Honore Decado, or in this case, Honore Omega.
Yeah, I don't know if Omega will have powers of previous Ultramen, considering it's a year before an anniversary year. But then again, in Ultraman X, which was the 2015 series, which was a year before the 50th anniversary, a handful of previous Ultramen came back for that show. So who knows?
Yeah. Plus, you got Go-Jugers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, being the anniversary team, even though they're the 49th season.
Yeah.
Like, I swear, like, what they should have done with that is make Go-Jugers a half season. Like, make it a full season that's only 26 episodes, because it's not impossible. They can easily do that. And then make the 50th team also a half year, which would be a sequel to Go-Jugers, except it would be a proper sequel, like where it's like, oh, like this definitely takes place immediately after. And we would have a new team, new powers, new generation that's tied to the previous generation. And heck, they could be descendants of the Go-Jugers to tie into the whole, like, oh yeah, their grandpa was the original Go-Juger.
Yeah, something like that.
Like Ninja, but taking it to the next step.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could even call it JoJoger.
Yes, I remember when we had this conversation in a previous podcast.
Yes.
Well, live stream, I mean.
I stand by it. I stand by that. That way, you have the 50th team on the 50th anniversary, and you got the 55th team on the 55th anniversary with no feathers ruffled.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know what came about this decision. Oh, yeah. And also, you're not breaking any toy calendars because, they made Decade a half season so that they would have a new toy calendar.
Yeah.
Yeah. At least by making both Go-Jugers and the 50th team both be half year seasons, that they won't disrupt the toy calendar.
Yeah.
Yeah, but let me know what you guys think of these episodes. And I know how many tangents we got off on, how long we got off on those tangents. That's kind of indicative of how disappointed I am in this episode. Yay, Blazar's back. But where's my precious Gento?
Exactly.
Or your precious Teraraki? That's a very good question. I wish I knew.
Maybe Teraraki was piloting Earth Garen and we just didn't see him?
Yeah. But very likely it would have been Henri and Bondo.
Yeah.
Because it's always Henri and Bondo.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. We had Emmy one time. Well, that's it for the podcast. Please be sure to comment, like, and subscribe to us on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Ding the bell icon. Stay notified for our latest videos. We do Ultraman Blaze. We used to do Ultraman Blazer on Mondays. Now we do Ultraman Arc on Mondays. And someday we'll do Ultraman Omega on Mondays. And we got Kamen Rider Gav on Wednesdays, Bakuage Sentai Boom Boomger on Thursdays, and Kamen Rider Gaim on Sundays. And this week in particular, Boom Boomger will be on Friday because of Thanksgiving. We hope you enjoy your holiday. And we are going to be discussing the final 4 episodes of Gaim. Finally. So many movie interruptions.
Yeah. I love Gaim. It's my second favorite Kamen Rider series.
Yeah, but there's too many damn movies. And they're going to make a Gaim Gaiden 4, right?
Oh, really?
Yeah. Though I'm not really sure who will be based on, because the only writers we have left are Malika and Sigurd.
Yeah.
Maybe Kurokage if, but like, can you really do a Gaiden based on Hase though?
Yeah.
Yeah, it would be weird. So yeah, Malika and Sigurd, I guess.
I guess so.
See, I wish number 3 was Malika with Bravo. That's what I always wanted the third one to be.
Yeah.
Yeah. And not a TTFC special. I mean a proper film just like these two. Mm. Yeah. Also, check out our interviews from Power Morphicon. Check out our sister channel, The Buttery Show, where we do various movie reviews. Last week we did 4 brothers who are just regular brothers running from a van and all sorts of things. The movie. We did Rudy. We did Wicked. And this week we're doing 2 very thematic movies. One of which featuring Steve Martin and another featuring Sinbad. Yeah. So enjoy. Those 2 movies will be on Wednesday and Friday, respectively. And if you want to find out other personal content, you can find
me at youtube.com, Axel Ranger.
And you can find me on Instagram at Boken_Kabuto. And with all that said, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. Please be sure to stay safe, stay hydrated, update emergency kits, hug your loved ones. We'll see you all next time. Goodbye. Stay Ultra.